Good evening, staff, parents, family, and graduates. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of Ironwood High School senior class of 2016. My name is Bayani Woodson, and I had the honor of serving as this year's senior class president. Please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by the Cactus High School ROTC. Also, please remain standing for the national anthem performed by Ironwood's Excelsies and for the departure of the color guard, followed by a moment of silence.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the most bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Please be seated. Now, turn your attention once again to Excelsior singers as they perform Once Upon a Time.
Once upon a time, a boy with moonlight in his eyes. A girl with moonlight in her eyes. Put her hand in mine and said she loved me so. He said he loved me, but that was once upon a time. Very long ago, very long time. Once upon a hill we sat beneath the willow tree. We sat there counting the stars and waiting for the dawn, but that was once upon a time.
It is now my privilege to introduce a few remarkable people that are here with us this evening. These individuals have dedicated time and effort in providing the Peoria Unified School District with countless hours, service, and support. The hard work and dedication have helped us achieve excellence. Would you please stand to be recognized as your name is called? PUSD School Board Member President, Mr. Matthew Bullock. PUSD School Board Member, Mr. David Jonigan. PUSD School Board Clerk, Mrs. Kathy Connect. PUSD Superintendent, Dr. Denton Santarelli. Dr. Santarelli will be retiring this year, so this is his last graduation with us. We would like to recognize him for everything he has done for our district. Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Kenneth Hicks. And Administration for Academic Services, Mrs. Linda Pallas Thompson. We would also like to recognize our outstanding administration who has supported us greatly throughout these 4 years. They have dedicated so much time and effort to the class of 2016 and will be forever grateful. Would you please stand to be recognized as your name is called? Our assistant principals, Mr. Russ Dunham, Mr. Mark Borkowski, and Ms. Susan Schmidt. And of course, our remarkable principal, Mr. Van Setka. Thank you again for your continued support. The next guests were selected by our class. There are 12 honored staff members. Please stand to be recognized when I call your name. Mr. Lyman Akers. Mr. Jordan Augustine. Mr. Ian Curtis. Mr. Jay Figueroa. Mr. Sean Flanagan. Mrs. Ruth Honemichael. Mr. Justin McClellan. Mrs. Marcy Robb. Mr. Ed Smith. Mr. Michael Suman. Mr. Tim Wacker. And Mr. Tim Ornsby. Will all other teachers and counselors please stand and be recognized? We thank you for all your support and helping us learn and grow. We would also like to thank our 2 senior class sponsors, Ms. Melinda Shoulder and Ms. Melissa Tignor, for dedicating their time and energy for us all year long. We could not have done it without you. Thank you again for your constant support. At this time, I would like to introduce our 4 amazing speakers. The first 4 speakers were chosen from the Academic Excellence and Achievement. Speaking first will be Marianne Vu, followed by Eileen Mockbell, Jonathan Wedwick, and Kirthi Kurian. And then I have the great privilege of being able to return to the stage as the speaker voted on by the class of 2016. At this time, please welcome Marianne Vu.
Good evening, teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Who here is looking forward to this summer? With trips out of state, family to visit, and trips to the beach, who wouldn't be excited for it? Although I am personally excited for all of those, there is one thing I can't wait to do once June rolls by, and that's to watch Disney Pixar's new Finding Dory movie. Remembering way back to my childhood, I was entranced with the world of the movie's prequel, Finding Nemo, where fish talked and I was on the edge of my seat cheering for Marlin through dangerous adventures to literally find Nemo. But Marlin's story is more than a father finding his son. And for us, high school has been more than passing classes and getting through every day for 4 years. It began with that one Dory in your life, that one quirky friend you met on the first day of school, and continued when you realized that there was a big, big ocean out there full of challenges. For some of us, it was struggles with classes, keeping up relationships, or perhaps the death of a loved one. Or maybe it was the struggle to discover what kind of person we wanted to be. But despite those, we all decided to touch the butt and expand our horizons, didn't we? The experience of high school is found within the journey. As we navigated the ocean of Ironwood High School, we got to meet new friends that would become our support and mentors whose advice and help went above and beyond the expected norm. I've had so many teachers that have supported me during the times I thought I was powerless, encouraging me to push past the hardship. And now, they are present here to support all of us one last time before we leave. At the end of Finding Nemo, the cast returns to the anemone, and likewise, as we go out in society as adults, I think we should never forget to return to our roots and be grateful for the efforts of our families, because they were our first teachers in life. So tonight when you see them, remember to thank them with a huge hug, because our families are what keep us grounded. Although we have countless things to be thinking about for the future, in the present, we are graduating. So before we enter the EAC, or the East Australian Current, and roll with the tide of life, I invite you all to celebrate our achievements as a class of 2016. We have so many reasons to be proud and excited of what we've done and of what we'll do in the future. We've come so far, seen so many things, and achieved so much. We are Eagles Red and Gray. Congratulations to the class of 2016. I would now like to introduce the second speaker, Eileen Mockbell.
Good evening. Congratulations on making it this far and for overcoming an immeasurable amount of endeavors to reach this point. We've shared a million great memories together throughout the last 4 years, like all the Friday night football games, multiple sports making it to state playoffs, dance concerts, plays, and even sitting in class together. And we've made it. And now we're graduating on the 30th anniversary of our school. I can honestly say that they've been some of the most memorable years yet. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, whether it be going off to college, going off to serve our country, or going straight into a job, I would like to share something which I feel is important for each of us to remember. Keep in mind that each and every one of you has the ability to achieve greatness. Now, we can't simply count on being born great, but we all have the ability to achieve it if we work for it. Most of us, let's be honest, are pretty average people, but we also have to keep in mind that each person we look up to in our lives that we view as great, whether it be the president, a doctor, a model, or even our educators and parents, all started out as average people. For example, my parents both moved here from a different country in the hopes of a better life. They make sure they are at every single one of my meets and games, and even stay up late with me when I need to finish homework. They provide me and my brother with everything we need and more. and work to support our family on top of all that. On a much larger scale, and someone we all know, is the rapper J. Cole. He moved with his family to South Carolina when his father left and worked to support his family. But he realized his dreams of being a rapper early on and made time to make music whenever he could. He chased his dreams by moving to another state and constantly trying to make it in the scene. For many, he is a symbol of greatness because he never gave in to the bad life surrounding him, and he pursued his dreams until the very end. Greatness does not have to be recognized by the whole world to mean something. It can be recognized by one person and still be the equivalent. It comes from instilling happiness into the daily lives of others by simply listening to their problems or by going out of your way to helping a stranger on the street. Aspire to become a better version of yourself each day, and remember that each and every one of us has the opportunity to achieve greatness. Consider this statement made by Charlie Munger, a successful American businessman and philanthropist. He said, "You're not going to get far in life based on what you already know. You're going to advance in life by what you're going to learn after you leave here." This graduation ceremony is just a beginning chapter in your lives, and we have so much potential to learn and grow as individuals. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and would like to thank you, class of 2016, along with all the teachers, administrators, guidance counselors, all my coaches from sports throughout the years, my parents, brothers, and God. Thank you. And now introducing our next speaker, Jonathan Wedwick.
After the Battle of Zela and his decisive victory, the great Julius Caesar delivered a simple yet powerful message to the Romans. He said in Latin, "Veni, vidi, vici," which means I came, I saw, I conquered. Now, half of the graduates are looking at me weirdly, wondering why I'm giving them a history lesson at graduation, but hang with me, there's a point. As freshmen, we came to Ironwood, knowing that our ultimate goal was to leave with a high school diploma and to have a little fun while achieving that, like getting involved in TNT during homecoming week or during Mr. Ironwood. We came from different schools entering high school, but we came together as one heck of a class by the end. We saw that there were numerous challenges ahead of us on the journey to graduate. Some of those challenges might have been getting good grades, balancing a busy school schedule with an even busier athletic schedule, or just trying to figure out what to wear to school the next day. Or for some of us, getting too involved where you're stressed out. We also saw that there were tons of opportunities that are unique to this class. Although there were many challenges, we conquered them all. We conquered the senior research paper, the AP tests, the IB tests, finals, and best of all, we conquered making Ironwood great again. Also, we conquered making this year a really memorable one. We had an amazing homecoming week and an even greater prom. Everyone looked absolutely remarkable at prom. We always displayed the best school spirit at sporting events and during spirit weeks. Although we have our future ahead of us now, let's reminisce over this outstanding achievement. Let's remember all the great relationships we built during our years at Ironwood High School. Now, let's not forget all of the friends we made, because some of them might end up being lifelong friends. Let's look back on how our amazing faculty has prepared us for the future. Going back to the beginning of the speech when I said Veni, Vidi, Vici, the saying should really be Venimus, Vidimus, Vicimus, meaning we came, we saw, we conquered, because we all did this together. We are the class of 2016. Thank you. Introducing the next speaker, Kirthi Kurian.
Good evening to the faculty, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. I sat down numerous times to write this speech, and I thought I had one set till a couple of days ago, when I realized how insignificant the message of the entire speech was. Because graduation speeches aren't about telling the senior class how they need to stop being lazy and get off of their beds to go do something. They're about inspiration and significant messages. So as I sat down once again to write this speech, no longer stressed about the pressure put on me to get this done, I had time to think about what I wanted to tell you. And I want to tell you this. Dream big. Now I know those two words are said a lot, and because of that, they sound cliche. But think about this. We came into high school bursting with ideas on what sports to do and what clubs to join. We were ready to make friends and be a new person from what we were in middle school. And as we went through high school, we had dreams. Whether it was dreaming about asking that girl to homecoming or dreaming that you get an A on that project. With hindsight, those dreams weren't that big of a deal. But at the time, that was all you could think about. Now, as we move on to this next portion of our lives, I hope these dreams do nothing but evolve. I hope each and every one of you dream with your entire heart. I know I'm repeating the word dream a lot, but it needs to be said. I feel like at this point, because we've surpassed such a big milestone, it's easy for a lot of us to slow down and stop working hard. You feel like you put all of your energy into high school, and now you don't have much left. But remember back to when you were 7, and each one of us had a dream job in mind. Doctor, firefighter, lawyer, teacher, fashion designer. Now realize that you're finally capable of fulfilling the goals of your 7-year-old self. Let that motivate you as we continue on to this next chapter in our lives. If you're going off into college, make sure you shoot as high as you can and put all your effort into getting that major that you crave. If you've decided to serve our country, dream about the preservation of our nation. If you're going straight into a job, dream about the life you're going to create for yourself with everything that you've earned. You can't achieve the things you want if you never dream about it. Because when you dream, that's when you create. And the only thing that can truly stop you from achieving anything in your life is yourself. Dream with your entire heart, your soul, your entire being. We finished high school, but we still have so much ahead of us. Don't falter now. Stepping into the real world gives us the chance to finally create ourselves. Know that each and every one of you has the potential to be the best version of yourselves possible, even if you don't believe it yourself. Being around this class for 4 years, let me know that the spirit inside of you wants and deserves to achieve everything it sets its mind to. So let that drive you as you get your diploma today and walk off of this stage. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2016. We made it. Now introducing our next speaker, Ironwood.
Okay, there we go. Good evening. My speech is more than a story. It's in fact the adventure of a high schooler becoming a senior. And don't worry, this will be more interesting than my senior research paper because it's Disney themed. So, don't be surprised if this becomes a musical. Picture this. The beginning of freshman year of high school, you told yourself, I'll try out every sport, football, cheer, band, you name it. I'll actually be a good student for once. Be a new me, because the old me, well, let's just say, popular. Yeah, I'll be popular and be in a relationship that will last more than 2 weeks. And maybe, just maybe, when I am a senior, I can find out who I'm supposed to be and what I'm meant to do in my life. Because maybe I'll find to be. I will find my way. I can go the distance, I'll be there someday. If I can be strong, I know every mile, my while. I would go most anywhere to feel like I belong. And so you go out and pursue and realize senior year isn't in a while, so you don't worry just yet. Now you're already a sophomore, looking at all the seniors that are following their future plans. So you start researching what you want to do and find out that it'll take a lot of hard work. Darn. So you go back to dreaming of what it'll be like of being a senior. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. And to be part of that world, you gotta get good grades. So you give it everything you got. You'll fight and fight to get A's on tests. You're staying up late, drinking energy drinks and coffee. But when you think you're in the clear, boom, procrastination hits your boot. And now you're sinking, oh, now you're sinking. Your teacher says, get up, get yourself together. Your lazy bum replies, I'm giving everything she got. But boy, you still sinking and sinking, and drifting, slacking and slacking. But wait, a hook clings onto you and reels you back up. You realize the one who did this is the one. It's now junior year. He or she makes you lose sight of all priorities. Your future plans are just meh, because the only thing you can think about is the one. Because now your plans is to be with the one, sailing on a magic carpet ride, singing a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. However, like almost every relationship in high school, it doesn't last. But who cares? Because guess what? You've made it. You're a senior now. Enjoying your last year with your friends at sports games, dances, and events. Finally, part of the world you hoped for. Thanking the teachers, friends, parents, and elders who helped you be where you are. Because without them, you would have probably be a complete train wreck. But guess what? You're not. Because here you are at graduation. As a question pops up in your head, what's next? Don't worry. Walt Disney once said, keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things. Because we're curious. And curiosity leads us down new paths. So, fellow seniors, keep moving forward, because adventure's out there. Thank you, class of 2016, for an adventurous 4 years. God bless. Introducing next, Merson Soria and Juliet Rosso for a senior class gift.
Good evening. My name is Marcia Soria, and I'm the senior class vice president.
And I'm Juliet Rosso, the senior class editor.
The class of 2016 is so fortunate to be able to leave behind a gift for the school.
This year, as a senior gift, we have purchased a portable sound system. means that we are now able to bring great sound everywhere for events such as football games, assemblies, performances, and things exciting like TNT. We are so excited for Ironwood to receive this gift.
With that being said, at this time, can we please have Ken Kabashagawa, Ironwood's next student body president, come to the podium to accept our gifts.
Right here, right there.
Good evening. On behalf of Ironwood High School, I proudly accept this senior gift. Your generosity is very much appreciated, and the class of 2016 will always be remembered. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ken. Now we'd like to welcome Michael Parks and Diana Murillo to the stage.
Okay, plug Michael and yes.
Oh, I'm eating my thing. Okay. All right. Good evening, guys. My name is Michael Parks, and I was this year's senior class treasurer.
And I'm Diana Murillo, and I was this year's class senior secretary.
As class officers, we selected a motto to encourage the class of 2016 before we all head out into the big world.
The motto that our class has chosen is, "We cannot discover new oceans unless we have the courage to lose sight of the shore."
We wish you all the best on your journeys. Thanks, guys.
And now introducing Gypsy Shaji and Carly Cobb.
My name is Gypsy Shaji, and I had the pleasure of serving as your student body vice president.
I'm Carly Cobb, and I served as your student body treasurer. Our class chant was given to us on the day of freshman orientation. It is a unique phrase that binds each class together. Some of the best memories are standing in the bleachers screaming our class chant from the top of our lungs, and in every assembly we have said our chant with pride and joy.
We think it's only appropriate to do it one last time. So if you would all stand up and join me in reciting our class chant one last time.
On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
It is now our privilege to introduce our principal, Mr. Setka.
Welcome parents, families, cherished friends, and members of the class of 2016 to tonight's commencement ceremony. We are all gathered here tonight to honor and recognize hard work and student achievement. We are also here to congratulate the parents and families who share in tonight's accolades. Of the highest academic and personal honors is to be selected into membership in the National Honor Society. Will the members of the National Honor Society please stand at this time? Congratulations. Also deserving special recognition in tonight's ceremony are students in Spanish Honor Society, French Honor Society, and the National Honor Society for Dance Arts. Will the members of the Spanish Honor Society please stand to be recognized? Will the members of the French Honor Society please stand to be recognized? And will the members of the National Honor Society for Dance Arts stand to be recognized? Will the 29 students who have completed all the requirements to receive the International Baccalaureate Diploma stand and be recognized? Those students who have attained a standing in the top 10% of their class are designated graduating with honors. Their achievement is indicated in your programs this evening, and they are wearing gold tassels on their mortarboards. Would those graduating with honors please stand? To graduate from Ironwood with high honors means a student achieved an academic standing in the top 5% of their class. I take pride in acknowledging the high honors graduates at this time. Please stand to be recognized. Highest honor graduates are those students who have attained a standing in the top 1% of their class. Please join me in recognizing Kirthi Kurian, Eileen Mockbell, Marianne Vu, and Jonathan Wedwick. Got a little messed up here. Still working on it. Mark.
What have been corrections that you would have, what did you correct?
Oh, this is what I corrected.
Okay. Okay.
It's all the multiple, there it is.
There you go.
What page is that?
Okay.
All right. All right, I think we're back. At this time, I'd like to recognize the families who have entrusted us with multiple siblings who have attended and graduated from Ironwood High School. Justin Pearson and family with 5 students. Megan Didor and family with 4 students. Heather Galazzi and family with 4 students. Isabel Garcia and family with 4 students. Carrie Gill and family with 4 students. Colin Hawley and family with 4 students. Miles Schofield and family with 4 students. Marianne Vu and family with 4 students. Tonight we want to especially honor Kayla Corey, Abram Corey, and family. Kayla and Abram become the 13th and 14th members of this generation of Coreys to graduate from Ironwood High School. There has been at least one of Margaret and James Curry's grandchildren attending Ironwood every year for the last 28 years. The next generation of Currys will keep this streak going with Ironwood freshman Galadriel Curry. Galadriel is the daughter of 1993 Ironwood graduate Jeff Curry. To the members of the class of 2016, I thank you on behalf of the entire Ironwood staff and administration. Your leadership and achievements have made a tremendous impact on Ironwood. I would like to recall some of Ironwood's accomplishments this school year, which you played a part in. First, Ironwood boys volleyball team completed an incredible season by competing in the state championship game and finishing as state runners-up. The boys were also section and district champions this season. Ironwood's girls 4x400 meter relay team won the state championship. The team consisted of Victoria Marbois, Sarah Kearns, Alexandra Marbois, and Kiara Jones. All bands, marching, concert, and jazz qualified for state festivals. Wind Ensemble received a Superior. Jazz Band 1 received 2 Superior with distinctions this spring. Marching Band earned several captions through the fall, including percussion, visual, music, and general effect. 18 students participated in District Honor Band, 6 students participated in Regional Honor Band, and 1 student was invited to participate in All-State Honor Band. Seniors Emily Kane, Shadi Haddad, and Jeremy Peterson won the state championship in crime scene investigation competition at the Arizona Skills USA event in March. This is Ironwood's second consecutive state championship in this event. Ironwood senior James Holmes was named PUSD Boys Soccer Player of the Year. Ironwood's Health Occupation Students of America had 2 state champions, Jonathan Wedwick and Abram Curry, and 1 state runner-up, Emily Peters. We'll have 8 students competing at the HOSA International Competition in Nashville, Tennessee this June. Excelsior scored 2 perfect score sheets as they earned 2 superior ratings at the NAU Jazz and Medical Choir Festival in February. Ironwood FBLA had their first FBLA officer elected, Ironwood freshman Galadriel Curry. She will represent the Arizona FBLA at national events from now until next April. Ironwood theater arts teacher Lyman Akers was selected as the Arizona Diamondbacks' most valuable teacher. Mr. Akers will receive a special on-field recognition to a Diamondbacks game this year. Ironwood boys tennis team had a stellar season this spring, not only winning their section with a regular season record of 13-1, but also competing in the quarterfinals at Team State. Ironwood's athletic director, Mark Borkowski, was named the Desert West Region Athletic Director of the Year. Jordan Reynoso was the state wrestling runner-up in the 170-pound weight class as he battled the undefeated 4-time state champion in the finals. Coach Tim Beck, Ironwood's boys soccer coach, was inducted into the Arizona Coaches Hall of Fame, becoming only the second soccer coach in the Arizona Coaches Hall of Fame. Senior Justice Knipple was named First Team All-Division and First Team All-State in baseball. Senior David Cashel was named PUSD Boys Volleyball Player of the Year. David led the nation in kills this year. He signed a letter of intent this morning to play volleyball at Lourdes University in Ohio. And finally, Ironwood seniors were offered more than $6.2 million in scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud the class of 2016. A few weeks ago on my way to school, I found myself tired due to some school events and preoccupied with my thoughts about our flex schedule that day and a meeting I was going to have with the class of 2016. Spring break was a distant memory, prom was in a couple of days, graduation and summer break seemed as if they would never get here. I was experiencing something most of the class of 2016 was becoming very familiar with. I had my own version of senioritis. I was in desperate need of a pick-me-up, something to help me focus and get through the day. So I stopped at Dutch Brothers for my usual large, hot coconut milk chai with a couple shots of espresso. I never paid too close attention to the sayings on the top of the Dutch Brothers lids, but the one that morning got my attention. It said, "We'll get through this together." This seemed fitting for how I felt that morning, and it fits with the educational journey we are celebrating tonight. In the fall of 2003, your families walked you into a kindergarten classroom, handed you off to a teacher with the expectation that one day you would be a high school graduate. Since that day, your family, friends, teachers, counselors, administrators, and countless other educators have helped prepare you for tonight and your future. I now look forward to the sayings that are on the top of these lids. and I'd like to share a few of them with you that I feel are meaningful tonight. First, you radiate pure awesome. Class of 2016, you are awesome. Earlier, Jonathan said the class of 2016 made Ironwood great again. I disagree with that a little. The class of 2016 has raised the level of greatness at Ironwood for all the future classes to maintain. The next one I modified a little bit. Stay true, stay proud, stay Eagles. As the Ironwood class of 2016 leaves the nest, I hope you stay true to who you are. Don't try to be someone else, be you. Stay proud of Ironwood and the community you live in. You will forever be Eagles. Speaking of nests, when Eagles are ready to go out on their own, they are supposed to leave the nest, not leave a nest like the class of 2016 did. Next, get up early, stay up late, change the world. Each of you has the ability to shape your future and the future of everyone in the stadium tonight. Set your sights on doing something big. Change the world we live in for the better. And the last one, whatever you're going to be a good one. Wherever your future takes you, whatever profession you choose, be a good one. Heck, be better than a good one. Be great. Mrs. Connect, would you please join me at the podium? And now, with pride and pleasure, as principal of Ironwood High School, I certify that each of these students has met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Arizona and the Peoria Unified School District. I present this class to Mrs. Connect, member of the Peoria Unified School District Governing Board. I respectfully request that you accept these graduates and that you confer diplomas on them.
Thank you, Mr. Setka. Well, happy birthday! Oh, okay, so this is graduation day. Commencement, as you well know, means beginning. Today is the beginning of the next part of your journey, the part where you move from student to citizen. Who out there has already turned 18? And you're already registered to vote, right? And the rest of you will register as soon as you can, right? So here's the deal. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of things in national and state politics are a little wacky lately. And every single person in this arena needs your help to make the future better. The last 13 years of your education was the first step in making a brighter future. The author of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson, first proposed public schools because he knew that democracy wouldn't work unless people charged with deciding who leads us have knowledge and wisdom on their side. He said, "Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of liberty." So I implore you all to use the knowledge that you gained in your classrooms. Use the wisdom imparted by your teachers and your faith leaders. Use the values with which your parents have raised and nurtured you to help us all create a better future. Be leery of extreme viewpoints and biased rhetoric that divides the citizens of this great nation. Great things happen when we work together. When we carpet each other all the time, not so much. Seek the truth, act with compassion, think critically, and make up your own mind. Use your head and your heart. Cherish your right to vote and use it, but use it thoughtfully and don't reward bad behavior. If we all will do these things, we will certainly ensure a brighter future. I'm fond of saying this: your vote is not a magic wand, but it's the best tool we have. Your generation votes in fewer numbers than any other generation, this age group, and I know that you have the ability to change that. Welcome to adulthood, Eagles, and congratulations. And now, on behalf of the governing board of the Peoria Unified School District, and by the authority vested in me by the state of Arizona, I accept Mr. Setka's recommendation that the Ironwood High School class of 2016 has met the requirements for graduation. Mr. Setka, please present the graduates to receive their diplomas.
At this time, will the 12 honored teachers please take their positions? Assisting me with presentation of diplomas are Mrs. Connect, Clerk of the PUSD Governing Board, Mr. Johnigan, Member of the PUSD Governing Board, Mr. Bullock, President of the PUSD Governing Board, and Mrs. Linda Pallas Thompson, Administrator for K-12 Academic Services. Will the first row of graduates please stand and proceed to receive your diplomas?
Yeah, you got the easy job. They're gonna go behind the camera. Or do they go behind the table or in front of the table? Do they go behind the table or in front of the table? No, they 20 minutes to the last graduation. Everyone's looking at the wrong camera. They don't go in front of me. They go in front.
Bayani Allen Woodson.
Marshall Murray Scott.
Marissa Soria.
Rachel Michelle Manning.
Diana Murillo.
Isabella Victoria Jade Sawyer.
Michael David James Parks.
Mark A. Weinmiller.
Juliet A. Rozo.
Roy Arantia.
Albert Thomas Van Story III.
Hannah Kelsey Christensen.
Jadian Alcoy Woodson.
Carrie Elizabeth Gill.
Stephanie Sepulveda.
Marta Juarez Chavez.
Gypsum Saji.
Rueda Said.
Carly McConney Kopp.
Jared Charles Powell.
Marianne Tao Tum Vu.
Tyler Dolinick.
Eileen Marie Helene Machbel.
Nicole Indocochea.
Jonathan William Wedwick.
Amanda Forrest.
Kirthi Elizabeth Kirian.
Robert Marion Balance III.
Wusin Zheng.
Joseph Arthur Meadows.
Abram Philip Curry.
Isa Faith Bonsuan Arabit.
Andrew Scott Marchbanks.
Christina Ann Bottenfield.
Jessica Grace Hibbets.
Quinn Doan.
Judy Wren.
Logan Bielowitz.
Jennifer Navarette.
Ben Harris.
Cameron Colwell.
Destin Sage Reynolds.
Rajpal Singh Golwar.
Carla Vanessa Lopez.
Tanner Forsberg.
Nathan Allen Taylor.
Alexis Marie Post.
Destiny Lynette Gutierrez.
Rebecca Lynn Lentz.
Joseph Lorenzo Parra Jimenez.
Caleb Brunmeyer.
Sarai Martinez.
Emily Marie Spivey.
Dylan Robert Munson.
Cameron Collins.
Natasha Zamora.
Alyssa Nicole Martin.
Adam John Cruz.
Skylar James Baird Carlson.
Kayla Justine Curry.
David Keyshell.
Elton Forlamu.
Scott Tompkins.
Danita Daniel.
Amadou Kanate.
Carmelo Palazzolo.
Sydney Bridget Ortiz.
Maria Isabel Garcia Uribe.
Joshua Ryan Mobley.
Anthony Alexander Prieto.
Kaylee Mariah Harris.
Aurora Dion Knowlton.
Glenn Michael Paul Osborne.
Chandler Joseph Brinkman.
Cameron Alexis Rogers.
Jessica Ann Runyon.
Brandon Tyler Copeland.
Tyler Thornton.
Tatum Sue Ulm.
Veronica Garcia.
Rami Habib.
Kevin Antonio Luna Cano.
Hannah Renee Poppert.
Chakra Gardner.
Leonardo Pedro Gonzalez.
Bradley William Frederick.
Natalie Cisneros.
Caitlin Cutbirth.
Jacob Roman.
Armin Gabriel Garcia.
Belina Garcia.
Kayla Hermosillo.
Shadi Haddad.
Noah Alexander Keene.
Destiny Morales.
Jasmine Renee Aulianic.
Daniel Garnica.
Jordan Marcel Pena.
Christy Reedhead Watson.
Desiree Elizabeth Barron.
Michael Warren Garland Jr.
Robert William Redwood.
Samantha Renee Kernast.
Candalee Inez Medina.
Robert Sean Hernandez.
Isaiah Emmanuel Villaseñor.
Monique Michelle Delgado.
Rachel Schultz.
Salahuddin Loden.
Orlando Flores.
Haley Hinton.
Alona Zenawi Welda Georgie.
Tyrone Red.
George Cadell Munoz.
Eileen Espinoza.
Maya Ruiz.
William Jacob Stegner.
Nicholas John Spooner.
Emily Sue Kane.
Celeste Zamaran Infante.
Bradley Freitas.
Terrence Taylor.
Yosan Baragi.
Mary Nathalie Legaspi.
Michael Tompkins.
Jacoby Andre Moody.
Jamie Nicole Courts.
Katie Lily Doak.
Jeremy Peterson.
Xavier Pacheco.
Jaslyn Coronado Acosta.
Shelby Kayla Michael Skates.
Nathan Daniel Cunningham.
Murillo Enrique Vergara Barragon.
Dakota Rayanne Bentley.
Danny K. Owen.
Brandon Ellefson.
Matthew J. A. Hart.
Valerie Lopez.
Kaylee Marie Seferati.
Isaac Carrasco.
Nicholas Goshinska Scott.
Francis Alexa Baltazar.
Nicole Kakis.
David Stephen Villanueva.
Jesus Micah de la Cruz Jr.
Anna Rizzo.
Victoria Garcia.
Andy Padilla.
Christopher Xavier Reyes.
Jasmine Michaela Rivers.
Arissa Kota.
Mirwais Barba Cartel. That's close.
Jonathan Ronquillo.
Ava Weiss.
Elsie Mariel Lopez Montano.
Tommy Zhang.
Michael Patrick Da Silva.
Dominique Johanna Popescu.
Susie McLean.
Hunter Douglas Wagner.
Ethan Jacob Miller.
Haley Grace Custis.
Asal Kamali.
Sebastian Arietta.
Tony Luong.
Bailey Ann Louise Kelleher.
Mandy Nicole Ose.
Michael Austin Frampton Jr.
Nate Lopez.
Kylie Ann Graham.
Michaela Grace Keene.
Lucas Price.
Gerardo Rodriguez Velasquez.
Nikki Kathleen Stewart.
Crystal Baroda.
Bryce Kenton Selway.
Vaughn Stapleton.
Abby Ray Taylor.
Rania Sharuru.
Jonathan Kane Malone.
Ethan David James Cochran.
Savannah Lee Victoria Cooley.
Leowork Alamu.
Anthony Michael Musel.
Emery Anderson.
Giselle Sevilla.
Layla Kajik.
Chris Giovanni Laredo de la O.
Michael Gutierrez.
Haley Shea Keck.
Maria Flores.
Andrew Tompkins.
Daniel Frias.
Ashley Ostrick.
Hanan George Ochana.
Christopher Bailey Tompkins.
Jesse Zamorano.
Sabrina V. No.
Kira Alexis Middleton.
Oscar Valenzuela.
Gabriel James McKeever.
Sahara Hamoud.
Sarah Christine Smalley.
Spencer Ray Perry.
Shane Gaisley.
Danaea Lee Addison.
Elizabeth Borey.
Jalen Amon Cooper.
Jake Kirchner.
Precious Jesse Emily Jose.
Danielle Lerae Sexton.
Sean Barcelos.
Matthew Ryan Burnett.
Adriana Danette Munoz.
Christina Herenick.
Daniel Updegraff.
David Rodriguez.
Maya Vargas.
Emily Danielle Jackson.
Justice Donald Knippel.
Jonah Wagner.
Emily Ochana.
Zail Mariana Amarias.
James Patrick Moore.
Ethan Vaquera.
Paige Elise Kenny.
Sophia Melfi.
James Michael Holmes.
Isaac Darney.
Holly Bai.
Bailey Jennifer Morales.
Eric James Chidas.
Logan Lee French.
Shelby Dolores Roforth.
Cassidy Aaron Stratton.
Freddie Andrew Montoya.
Christian Alexander Ayala.
Victoria Irene Rivera.
Celeste Garcia.
Austin Chatwood.
Shane Archer.
Kiara Najoni Jones.
Carissa Lynn Donaldson.
Abel Estrella Roa.
Lucas Dubiel.
Emery Westover.
Ashley Guridia Alcaraz Reyes.
Kyle William Ratty.
Diamante Abdullah Jabbar.
Sierra Elizabeth Arnold.
Dakota Lynn Abretsky.
Jacob Fisher.
Devin Payne.
Parker Elise Adkins.
Leticia Evangelina Son.
Alexander Gashinska Scott.
Michael Allen Henson.
Megan Alyssa Dieter.
Jennifer Marie Nutter.
Denham Christopher Glasheen.
Chad Crum Rogers.
Kaya Eagles.
Amber Yarbrough.
Alexander Jason Householder.
Ahmed Aldahasi.
Jerry Lynn Lee Tadatin.
Sierra Marie Mendez.
Noel Jovan Serrato.
Trevor Jonas Nelson.
Heather Galazzi.
Michelle Sanchez.
Colin James Holly.
George Bailey Raymond.
Carrie Angelica David.
Samantha K. Schrader.
Hader Kanan.
Jesse Zubia.
Jordan Catherine Nash.
Janetta Reedy.
Thomas Young.
Christian Roberto Ramos Murillo Herrera Carrillo.
Mary Tedors Adam.
Emily Carolyn Peters.
Nagosh Naratalik.
Jake Edward Brown.
Reina Gabriela Hernandez.
Rhiannon Laverne Cutlip.
Christopher Eric Aldrich.
Philip Gerald Clark.
Danielle Monique Doreen Torres.
Sydney Dawn Whitaker.
Dylan Joseph Varea.
Justin Trevor Persons.
Allie Marie Buskirk.
Riley Alyssa Pruitt.
Aaron Lee Whitaker.
Jordan Reynoso.
Taylor Renee Nyquist.
Carly Dawn Brewster.
Joshua Klaus.
Garth Cody Price.
Madison Faye Schoenberger.
Teresa Marie Liska.
Zachary Paul Chavez.
Gerard Lucian Grassi IV.
Monet Hamilton.
Shaylena Richardson.
Anthony Martinez.
Edgar Alonso Alvarez.
Brianna Rose Ortega.
Summer Rose McKay.
Brandon Scott Laird Fletcher.
Luis Zermeño.
Kelsey Ray Elam.
Michaela Hunzinger.
Jared Drake Railsback.
Joshua Hurlbert.
Alana Nicole Gibson.
Natalie Keichel.
Christian Noel Mancini.
Russell Ramsey. Hang on.
Mackenzie McTeer.
Etta Richardson.
Jake Savage.
David A. Gonzalez Jr.
Alyssa Ashley Burrell.
Fiona Lowe.
Quincy Dion Ellis.
Weston Smith.
Taylor Shea Leuenberger.
Olivia Rush.
Anthony Dazzo.
William Fritz Jr.
Shay Cherie Bratcher.
Nicole Baroda.
Terry Jensen.
Jordan Alexander Melkild.
Michaela Hudson.
Jessica Elizabeth Schrader.
Shermel Crawford.
Anthony Michael Jenkins.
Megan Stutzman.
Kashayla Tiana Reed.
Artemio Frias.
Brandon Bowen.
Sarah Marie Young.
Tabitha Grace Garrett.
Dylan Krug.
Stephen Austin Law.
Yasmin Inez Peterson.
Giselle Garcia.
Terrence LaShawn Elmanyawi.
Assad Kopich.
Giovanelle Alessandrini.
Catherine Denise Patterson.
Marquise Mitchell.
Derek Anzalone.
Alana Destiny Weaver.
Bethany Renee Knight.
Dylan Bruce Johnson.
Austin Hawhey.
Kirsten Nicole Kulis.
Kate McGee.
Joe Cash Wilson.
Sagan Zarai.
Tatum Gray Ward.
Miles Kalani Schofield.
Taylor Jake Kelly.
Kelvin Hibbett.
Autumn Faye France.
Griffin Smith.
Hunter Daniel Meekin.
Noah Clark.
Mikey Alejandro Flores.
Garrett Warjenerowski.
Nice job, buddy.
And Tristan Eric Ashrin.
Okay. Graduates, please stand as Excelsi sings our alma mater, Hail to the Ironwood.
Faithfully our loyalty we pledge to Ironwood High. Through the years across the miles go forth as alumni. Eagles we rise and fly. You rock, hail to thee, we praise you, Ironwood High.
Please be seated. Good evening, graduates, faculty, parents, and community. My name is Stephanie Sepulveda, and as your 2015-2016 Student Body President, it is my privilege to address you one last time. Looking over the audience, I see many families' faces, and I can't help reminisce over the last 4 years at Ironwood and why it really is just better here. I think what really separates us from the rest is that we have this drive in us. We thrive to be the greatest and spirited class Ironwood has ever seen. The class of 2016 has a sense of togetherness, and we always want to do something as a family. Through our words and actions, we truly made Ironwood High live up to "It's just better here." As we step into the next chapter in our lives, we have a duty as future Ironwood alumni to continue living up to that model. This next chapter is vastly different from the one we have been in for the last 4 years. The unique part about the next chapter and the ones to follow is that not one will be the same. Each will be different and have its own challenges, but with perseverance and wisdom, we can make it better. I believe the best part about life is that you get to work hard for what you want. So as we enter a world full of hatred, responsibilities, tuition rates, bills, strive to be different from the rest. Let's work all together at being open-minded to the religions, political, and/or social beliefs around us. Use your experiences from the last 4 years and continue to grow. Make new experiences and endeavors to have a positive impact on the world. And no matter where you are, live life so you can continue to say, "It's just better here." And since this is my last event as your student body president, I'm gonna take advantage of the little power I have left to call this school year to an end. So, all in favor of ending the school year, say aye. And now here's Mr. Setka.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm confident your experiences at Ironwood has prepared you for success in the journey you're about to begin. Graduates, please stand. It's with great pleasure that I pronounce you the graduating class of 2016. Graduates, you may move your tassels to the right side of your mortarboards. Congratulations. Row 1, you may now exit to your right.